What the fuck is he talking about?
Oh man, we back with a new interview, man. I had to get him. He's been all over the blog sites. He's one of the most consistent rappers out of Florida right now. He's everywhere right now, man. GMK, how you doing?
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga shit bussin'. Look at this nigga shit, cuz.
I'm good.
What the fuck? That nigga shit doing a hokey pokey.
Oh man, we back with a new interview, man. I had to get
That
him. He's
nigga
been
like he
all over
just
the
got his
blog
shit
sites. He's one
cleaned.
of the most consistent
What they do putting his shit bussin', though. I
rappers
ain't
out
gonna
of
lie.
Florida right now. He's everywhere right now, man. GMK, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm tapped in.
Yeah, welcome back, man. We did an interview. It's when you were fresh out, kind of like.
Yeah, matter of fact, I was fresh out. I was.
Yeah. How you been, man?
Shit, since then, man, you feel me? Like the world keeps spinning, the ball keep moving, so we basically just taking them steps, making sure every move make me nothing but bigger. You feel me? But as far as that situation, shit, I'm acclimated. I'm good now, so I'm turned out here. You feel me? Ain't nothing stopping me.
on that.
I done
on that
got
ground
situated. I done locked in. Got a grip on really what's going on out here. So now we just thriving for real.
Yeah. I want to say congrats to your newborn too. I think he's a year ago.
Hey, shit, man. A couple days ago, that boy just turned 2 years old now.
Crazy how time flies.
Oh God.
Y'all look exactly alike too. That's really your twin.
Yeah, people say that. We actually done went viral on social media a couple times about that, about how we look. You feel me? So
Yeah. Did that make you was that your firstborn?
yeah, that was my firstborn.
Did that make you change certain decisions in life? Because now it's not all about you. Now you have a son, you have somebody that depends on you. You have a family. Did it make you? You're in the streets. You're in a lot of street shit.
Facts.
Did that make you look at things differently?
My son, I don't feel like, oh shit. My son though, I don't feel like necessarily he ain't changed the plans, you feel me? He ain't changed the plans. He came in, he accented everything, he made everything better. But one thing I say my son did make me do, I definitely changed the way that I execute like
you done picked
my
out your baby daddy,
decisions to reach. But I got the same goal, you feel me? But I definitely changed the way that I execute a lot of shit and
Facts.
get a lot of shit done, you feel me? Cause now I'm thinking about the collateral damage of a lot of shit. I ain't just winging it, you feel me?
Yeah. So every decision you make, you got to think about it twice. You can't come off emotion.
I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about that every decision I make. Like what it's gonna come from on everybody now. It ain't really just about me type shit.
I think shortly after we did an interview, you signed a deal.
Yeah, after we had done an interview, I had done locked in with Encore Recordings.
Wait, what? He be doing his interviews through FaceTime? Merch. That's crazy. This nigga said Aunt Glizzy, he knew Foolio was gonna die? God damn. Husband?
Feel me? Great deal, structure great. It's ran by Joey Manda. I don't know if you know Joey, but he a great guy, cool dude, you feel me? I actually, after I did a tape with them, I actually separated from that label, you feel me? I went on to do a different deal, which was not distribution. I went and did a deal like that with Hitmaker. But now, right now, I'm 100% independent artist. I'm pushing out Javante Davis, Bit Shark. I got some new shit coming, Blue Nines. All this just GMK, you feel me? Everything creative marketing, how it's coming, this all coming off me and, you feel me, shit, my team that I got behind me.
Well, what's the pros and cons of signing a deal?
Pros and cons of signing a deal. Pros definitely gonna be that you do got it's never gonna be unlimited, but you do got large budgets and access to people who can make things smooth and easier for you. You feel me? Cause they helping you come up with ideas and how you pushing your shit. You feel me? They basically helping you brand, but I feel like cons of that is also like a lot of people do feel obligated to have their word in and you feel obligated to take it into consideration. You feel me? I like the position I'm in because I feel like this what people hearing, what they loving right now, this just G&K swinging shit. You feel me? Like this me doing it how I do it.
Facts.
Yeah. And you know, and the reason why I asked that was because it was one point where you were just super consistent, and then I noticed like you slowed down a little bit on the music tip.
I do feel like a part of that came from being signed with a label, and like it just like to get one thing done, it takes so many people to agree, and everybody head got to be level. Unless you just gonna say fuck it and buck out, but that ain't how I do my business. You feel me? With people, so it do take a lot to get everybody on one page. But at the same time, I feel like shit. I had just came home. I had my son on the way within a few months of me being just came home. You feel me? Like I had just bought my own first house. You know what I'm saying? I just had a lot of shit going on just as a man type shit that a nigga had to get like situated and coordinated because I was just coming home from being locked up, you know what I'm saying, incarcerated doing a bid, and I did just do that bid in a whole nother state. I had never been to Texas, never did none of that, but I moved for like the better of me type shit. But everything worked out for the best because right now I'm out here, I'm lit, and I don't feel like
I don't think he dropping
shit never
today, but
been
he dropping
this lit
soon
for me
though.
before.
Yeah. I mean, you're all over the internet. I do want to address the elephant in the room. Foolio passed away. He was killed 3 weeks ago in Tampa. It was all over the internet. I mean, I got a relationship with pretty much every artist in Jacksonville. I know Foolio really well. Our last interview, I pretty much told him, you know, I mean, it's known. It's on the internet. Where were you? I mean, where were you at? And like, how did you receive the news?
Shit. I received the news just like everything else. Like, nigga might not be in Florida, but it ain't too many things that's gonna go on in Florida, especially not in my city that don't like kind of come across my table, come across my plate, cross my phone, whatever you want to say. You feel me? But
facts.
They keep us in the loop. They keep us tapped in. So you know, shit. I find that similar to how everybody else find out. You feel me?
Yeah. What was the first emotion?
Shit. My first emotion, I ain't gonna lie, like it was an inner child in me, you feel me, that made me wanna go do the dissing and the turn shit and all that, you feel me? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say like I ain't say shit. I say my little 1-2 or whatever, but that ain't nothing that I get stuck up on and dwell on, cause at the same time, whenever you see type shit like that, it's always gonna be concerning because it does, in essence, kind of remind you of your own like mortality. You feel me? It kind of just show you like shit.
Kick Chat be coming in here saying the craziest shit ever.
Everybody could get caught up with. You feel me? So when you see shit like that, if you ain't on the right side of the fire, you need to be concerned.
Yeah, I mean, people on both sides of the fence have died. You lost a lot of friends. He lost a lot of friends.
I haven't lost a lot of friends. I lost a few friends. I lost a few acquaintances and friends, but if we being like non-biased but just factual, like the loss count on that side of the fence is far more significant. You feel me? But like I said though, hearing that, like I'm not on here trolling nothing. Like when I say that, when I'm hearing that, it is still concerning because these type of things do just kind of flash to you and make you think like, okay, like when that shit hit, that shit gonna hit whoever, you feel me?
Yeah.
So
were you and Foolio ever friends? Because it's documentaries around. I was doing my homework.
He just cut his ass off.
It makes it seem like everybody was cool in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, in the Jacksonville scene, like we all from the same generation, so
the blogs be quick to say that too. I ain't gonna lie, the interviews be quick to say that.
Was points in time, I wouldn't never say that everybody like they may be misleading in a lot of them documentaries. I wouldn't say that everybody was never just friends or no shit, like they was tied in, had a handshake and shit, but at the same time, like everybody was hopping off the porch around the same few years. Everybody was really first getting in the streets same few years. So when we in traffic and we doing all that shit and you young, you do come in contact with a lot of different people, and at the times it wasn't no smoke, so you do come in contact with niggas and y'all be, I wouldn't say friends, but you be cordial with a lot of people. You be knowing a lot of people just in the city. You feel me? Facts. Especially if you outside for real.
Yeah. Now we all seen tonight was around his birthday, and well on the 23rd.
He milking this shit. God damn.
Is it so crazy how he used to diss 23 and all that, and then everything came back to where as though, you know, even the Young Ace incident where I think 3 people got shot, 1 lived. This situation was flipped. 3 people got, I mean, 1 person got killed, 3 lived. It was like the whole situation was like, it was like flipped damn
Why
near.
his eyes twitch?
See, and all this be written, bro. In Islam, we call it al-qadr. That means like divine predestination. Like everything that's what's going on, but this stuff God wrote. This stuff that like I said, it just remind you of our own like mortality. I could be on top of the world right now, feeling like I'm great.
Wait,
but
Sal,
God
you
said
see
it's
it?
my
I don't
time
see
tomorrow. Like I'm getting up out of here. You feel me? So they can't really get comfortable in dwelling on that type. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he
That
do be
low
blinking like
vibration
that, but
shit, you know what I mean?
I don't think his eyes
That's
be
really all
twitching.
it is, bro. Niggas be around here on low vibration shit and shit. If you ain't balanced in the universe, you gonna get from around. That's just how it go.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm only speaking on this because it's it's national news. People
well, I mean,
know
you feel me? It's relevant right now. I feel you, yeah.
So the night of, I mean, he had a party in Tampa. You know, he was drinking. Foolio said he didn't drink. He was drinking. He was doing things, moving loosely, putting his location out there, being with 20 people, going to a club that night. You know, he was documenting his every move. And
I don't know what club was on, man. I don't know what that be by. I would never do no shit like that. Drunk as a skunk, I wouldn't do no shit like that. But like I said, bro, that's how you know, like, people could attribute it to some worldly shit like that. Like, oh, it's just a worldly human mistake. But everything I say, that shit be divine, you feel me? There's somebody who don't do that type of shit on the regular. So to me, more than a few shots got to be in your head to make you switch your whole way of movement. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, this just be like, that's just how Allah lay it down, I feel like.
Yeah. Surveillance leaked like 3 days after that. It shows 3 different shooters. It's pictures of him on the internet. You know, Jacksonville law enforcement, they're cracking down. They're watching video. They're watching your videos. Yeah. They're watching everybody's videos.
Yeah, they watching videos. They've been watching videos. When I went to court my last time, they was putting up pictures and videos and stuff of me with what seems to be or what could be like a firearm, stuff like that. They always do stuff like that. Watch the videos and get their clues.
That nigga said what seems to be a firearm. What the fuck?
I don't feel like nothing that no way nobody expressing themselves should be nothing. You feel me?
Imagine pausing the court. Damn. Imagine pausing the whole court. Imagine pausing the whole court. We in this bit for one topic and one topic only, to say that we seen something that looked like a damn gun in the damn music video. Like, come on, gang. What the fuck?
I feel like all that just be like what it is. It's the art type shit. People see something going on, it's relevant. Like you said, people making songs about this shit for the same reason why you asking me about this shit. I feel like, you feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I need something to drink. Nah, I don't rap. Hold on, chat. Let me get a drink. Look, I'm getting old. Feel me? Shit be getting for real sometimes. The streets is not a joke. Nigga, I don't even pop no pill no more. Keep throwing up after I hope. Chat. Why the fuck y'all so dry?
The Jacksonville scene is so similar to Chicago. Yeah. I mean, down to the point to where y'all get on live with each other. Y'all used to get on Clubhouse and talk to each other like normal people. Like sometimes it wasn't screaming or cursing. It was like y'all were really just talking to one another with no emotion. How often did you talk to these people that you didn't get along with?
I mean, it would depend on who you're talking to. I wouldn't never I'm not never in no conversation necessarily directly talking to them. You feel me? But I am guilty of that. Like I done been in spaces and clubhouses and shit where it's 30 people in. I may not fuck with 4 or 5 of them, but honestly, bro, I just feel like shit. If it ain't no direct negativity being passed right now, it's more so like it ain't no different than us being in the same conversation in the same room when we locked up or whatever. Like, people be having different feelings about it, but I done been in them situations before, you feel me? Like, I done been locked up with ops and shit like that and seen ops come across me locked up, you feel me? Like, it's just different. So I feel like some people ain't gonna always understand, but you can't just sit around carrying anger and hostility like right off the bat 24/7, especially with somebody you can't get to through no damn phone, you feel me?
Yeah. I remember you had a conversation with Foolio and you told him I saved you.
Oh yeah.
You told him I saved you from getting hit 2 times in the head. Like,
you laughing. Speaking of candy, I want some candy now. I ain't care. Speaking of that candy, you know what I'm saying? Finna make this shit my duty hole to eat the candy up.
And I'm not on no police shit. You said it. It's on YouTube. It's documented.
Yeah, bro.
Was you for real when you met that? Like you really saved him before?
More
Appreciate
or
that
less,
follow.
I mean,
Appreciate
I
that
feel
follow.
like in a sense I was
J5
speaking
M3.
figuratively, you feel me? But because there's no telling, had I not intervened, there's no telling what would have happened, you feel me? I'm not, cause like there was never no intention for this person to straight just do something to Foolio, do that, but you feel me? It's no telling what could happen, but that is true. I am the nigga who said, oh nah, like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I feel like something could have happened to him that day. It ain't no telling, cause you feel me? I stopped it, but he probably would have been harmed.
On some type shit where as though you knew some information, but you was like, you know what? Nah, like we ain't gonna do that.
Oh nah, not like that. I'm talking about like we right here, like Foolio right here, type shit. You feel me? Some shit like that. But it just be like I told you, bro, it just be like life, like divine instances. Like we just ran into each other on some fluke shit. Nigga wasn't looking for Foolio wasn't looking for us. Like it wasn't nothing. Like I was at a childhood friend house, I was leaving, and as I'm leaving type shit, I just grabbed a plate and shit. I got my dog with me. I ain't gonna say no names cause we just spoke on what's going on, you feel me? But I got my dog with me. We grabbing plates and shit. We leaving and shit. We see 2-3 cars pulling in. We looking through the tent and I'm seeing like who these niggas is. Like, oh, this cut them right here in these cars. They don't even know who this is leaving. Shit like that, but the man's ready to tweak out. I'm like, nah, that ain't how niggas get shit achieved. You feel me? So we ended up just vibing, going on our way.
Yeah. Now, it seems like you were smart enough to leave Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And that's the smartest thing to do. I mean, you relocated. I think Young and Ace relocated too.
Yeah.
But when I talked to Foolio about relocating, it was like he just wasn't trying to hear it.
Well, I mean, relocating is like, I guess it's case by case. Like it was the best thing to do for Ace. It's the best thing to do for me. But you gotta look at somebody like me. I got a track list. I got prior convictions. You know what I'm saying? I done been to prison before more than one time. You know what I'm saying? Like I got more than one gun charge, so stuff like that. So for me to be in a city where this beef or whatever they want to call it is so like prevalent and important to them, like it ain't really smart for me to move around in the streets, cause I'ma either move without a pole and now I'm waiting on somebody to come get me, or I'ma move with a pole and now I'm waiting on the police to come get me. You feel me?
Thanks.
So it was really like a catch-22. Like it wasn't no winning with me in that area. So I just decided that I should move. But you look at people like Foolio, who like when he riding around with that gun and shit, he's not doing nothing illegal. You feel me? These boys, they ain't got no felonies. They ain't, not to say like it's cool or some shit, but I just mean they in a different situation than people like me and Ace and shit like that.
Yeah. When you are in Jacksonville, because how often do you go back? Do you ever go back?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I always tell people, I ain't been to Jacksonville in 3 years and shit like that. Like, I done been to Jacksonville like once or twice within that time span, but I never went to Jacksonville and was like out and hanging out and politicking with people and shit like that. I never been on that. I kind of get in, do what I gotta do and get out.
Do you get anxiety when you're in Jacksonville?
I actually, like, bro, to be honest, bro, like I actually love the feeling of being in Florida. Like, I just love the feeling of being in Florida. Like, I don't know, like when I touch down in Florida, rather it's Jacksonville, rather it's Broward, or wherever I'm at, bro, like I really just like to be out that bit vibing. I'm gonna roll my J, I'm gonna smoke good in traffic, roll the windows down, I'm gonna cut my yike on, not that new Kodak, I'm gonna cut the old Kodak on, you feel me? Like it's nostalgia, yeah. Like I like being out there, I like being in that setting. Like I said, if I ain't have so much going on legally, I definitely like Florida would be where I bought that house at. You feel me?
Do you feel like Jacksonville is the most dangerous city in Florida right now?
I've been felt like that, and even not right now. I've been felt like that for a while.
I ain't gonna lie, you ain't
it's
from
a
Florida,
few cities that probably they do shit. They all got shit going on, but Jacksonville definitely like that's been like.
People always tell me Palm Beach. I always hear Palm Beach.
It's a place, you know what I'm saying? They got shit going on. Every place in Florida, like I said, like that's Florida, man. You feel me? Every place in Florida got shit going on. We all doing shit our own way, but Jacksonville definitely, you know, shit. That's what they do. That's what we do. You feel me?
Yeah. Now, 2-3 weeks later, Brick Baby puts out some information. I want to say
that's some bullshit.
And he says 6 people from Young and Ace's side have been touched since the situation.
Nah, yeah. If y'all go on YouTube and y'all type in Brick Baby and GMK, y'all will see Brick Baby recanting that statement and apologizing for his spread of misinformation. So, Brick Baby, none of that don't stand. You feel me? I don't know where the hell he got that from, but we nipped that in the bud.
Yeah. I mean, there was a few reports of people passing that was affiliates to something, but it had nothing to do with the Foolio situation.
I mean, I've heard like relevance of this type of situation. Not even saying that it was pertaining to that situation, but I've heard of like
y'all dissing
one person who did die. You know what I'm saying? God bless the dead. We ain't even got to get into no names and nothing like that. But
I love you, my boy. No daddy. I love you too, bro.
That person wasn't necessarily affiliated with me or like too many people around me in no type of way. You feel me?
What I missed?
As not how to.
I mean, there was a few reports of people passing that was affiliates to something, but it had nothing to do with the Foolio situation.
I mean, I've heard like relevance of this type of situation. Not even saying that it was pertaining to that situation, but I've heard of like one person who did die. You know what I'm saying? God bless the dead. We ain't even got to get into no names or nothing like that, but. Like shit, that person wasn't necessarily affiliated with me or like too many people around me in no type of way. You feel me? As not how the media trying to pass it off. But other than that, like I said, all that 6 people died and this and that. I done said it before, like bro, like nigga ain't even trolling or nothing, but shit, that man died. That man just died alone. Like everybody done moved on with their life. Niggas doing good. Niggas having motion, getting money. Like. Nigga ain't too much even stunting that. Nobody ain't slid by them. I don't feel like anybody's going to die about him. You feel me? That just is it is what it is type shit. That's how it goes sometimes.
So you basically feel the same way as Young and Ace because I mean one of the records that he put out was Game Over. You feel like it's the war is over. The whatever it's called. I don't even want to call
Well,
it
I
a
mean,
war.
shit, it ain't necessarily a war or nothing, and it ain't gonna never be over because at the end of the day, it's crime. You know what I'm saying? Like crime ain't got no start, no end. It ain't like this the day crime started, this the day crime end. Like I do feel like, however, that whole chapter of him bumping his gums and having the world entertained and this and that, you see what they doing on the man page now? They running promos and shit like. That's all people see it as, but they see you as an opportunity. They see you as a platform. He ran his platform long enough. That shit, niggas had to shut that shit down. That's just how that shit go, but it ain't gonna be no more of that. And it's not gonna be another one.
Yeah. So Brick Baby said what he said, and he felt as though y'all were being disrespectful to the news that he put out. And he went live on air and said that y'all are banned from the Carolinas. Y'all he's the king of Atlanta. Y'all can't go to Atlanta, and you can't come to LA. And then you didn't take that lightly. Y'all get on IG Live, and
these bitches so good. The damn box almost gone.
you know.
We ain't take that lightly. I ain't take that lightly because the places he listing, like, them not
can't like a
Brick
bad
Baby
act
type
yet?
states. You feel me? That's all I'ma say. Shit, them big B states, them blood states, man. That's how I feel. You feel me? My opinion of them states. When I went out there, that's what I seen. That's who I ran into. That's who I'm affiliated with. So I went tapped in with who I tap in with. But ain't never been no pressure with me going nowhere. Shit. I ain't never had that problem. So that really just shocked me that it was somebody. I didn't know if he was joking. I didn't know what he had going on, but he really thought he was gonna tell us we can't. Bruh, I'm in Atlanta every day parked out, and I'm guaranteed no hype shit, no stressing it. Like, bitch, we 80 deep in Atlanta. You feel me? Like, nigga not shit. I ban his ass from Atlanta. But like I said though, we ain't even on that type of time right there. He apologized. He recanted his statement. Like that what men do. Start somewhere. He took accountability for his misunderstanding and shit. We done already started like moving in a different direction from that. But nah, yeah, when he
Sour
did
candy, the
say
best
that,
candy.
I knew off
That
the
lot
rip
of
you
things
can't
having the
ban
price
me
they
from
do. Drop
Carolinas
real estate price. Where the people buy
and
it.
this whole East Coast shit, man. Stay
Like,
from
get
around
your
there. He needs to worry
good.
about what's going on in LA. That what he need to worry about. He need to try to ban niggas from LA.
So Young and Ace had a show last week in the Carolinas. It was a crazy coincidence. No issues out there at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. I went to that show. 9 issue. We had 1 issue with the police, but you know how they do. They set their little bait traps and try to find some shit. But that ain't how we moving, man. We moving everything strategic, everything lined up right. It ain't that. You feel me? We had 2 people go to jail, but
I told you that nigga was
that
yapping.
for some little shit. Nigga went to jail wearing a mask and shit like that. You feel me? Stupid ass laws.
Yeah. I mean, you know, LA could be LA though. You know,
Yeah.
It's over 100,000 gangs out. Well, 100,000 gang members. You know, we've seen 2, 3, 4 big rappers pass out there in LA. You know, not saying that you know, not putting that out there, but I'm just saying that
100%,
LA could be
they
LA
own
too.
shit. Yeah, nah, they own shit in LA 100%. Real shit. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with LA. Like I done been out there a couple times.
I ain't gonna lie, I need another water, chat. That Big Shark song hard. Oh, bro. Hold on, chat. Nigga, in that water, Big Shark, you tuna. We ain't ducking no phase, and you bark, we shoot us. We shutting down your function, the biggest party pooper. Watch how I do you, nigga.
told people I move in that area, maybe not LA itself, cause I don't really like they culture, you know what I'm saying? Not even in the streets, just on some like, you know how it is, like that whole little silicone shit they own, but that's cool or whatever. LA raw, but now they is on shit in LA. My whole thing, what I was trying to get niggas to understand was I ain't feel like Cuz himself had no rank to be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Travel restrictions and shit, Cuz that's big rank that you trying to throw around right there.
Excuse me.
To say like a nigga can't come to this city without checking in with you, or you banning this, you banning that, you gotta have real rank for that. And I just felt like shit. You could say I checked it or whatever. I feel like really it's a miscommunication. I knew from the jump, so I just call a nigga bluff like shit. You ain't got that, cuz.
Yeah. Yeah, Brick's been around Atlanta for a minute. I think he brought a lot of the gang infrastructure to Atlanta. But I don't really know how much power people may have.
Bro, like when he speak for that shit, bro, like when he speak for that, cuz he need to speak for rolling 60s or whatever he got going on. He need to speak for 60s. When he speak for 60s, cuz nigga ain't gonna never debate with his ass. That's cause niggas don't speak for 60s. I don't know what they got going on. I don't know if Brick put that shit on his back and did whatever, but as far as just regular gang culture, bro, Atlanta been tweaking out, and I ain't attributing none of that shit to Brick. That's probably one of the, I mean, shit, I done got that call from the A. I know he in the mix a little bit, affiliated a little bit, but he ain't having too much of rank how he pushing this shit out there neither. That shit ain't that, you feel me?
Y'all like tweaking.
And it's a new age, cut it's young niggas, bro, you feel me? Like, we respecting OGs and shit, but all that coming through, like you the bit dog and shit, cuz, like, shit, niggas having rank too.
Yeah. How you like Houston?
I fuck with Houston, bro. I feel like Houston people got like a different vibe. Like, you know, I'm from Florida, cuz, so everybody mean and uptight, especially like, I ain't keep it blunt, like, especially like the white people, like, it's different white people in Houston. Like, they come through, they show you a little love, but I'm from that dirty South, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up Florida, Alabama, Mississippi type shit, you feel me?
Bro.
So, you know.
So you don't count Texas as the dirty South?
Hell nah. This how I count it, bro. When we had our little war type shit, they had the North and the South. Everybody in the South knew they was fucked over. Everybody in the North knew they was free, cuz. You was trying to leave the South, get to the North. If you ain't fought with the South, you weren't with us over here, cuz. I don't really call that shit like the South like that. Like, you gotta have real deal. It had to be real deal, hella slaves and shit over there. They had to fight with the Confederate. They had the real deal be like the South. You feel me? I feel like this ain't pure South.
So you don't consider Texas the real South?
This the geographical South. Like, if you look at the South of United States, like, yes, it's on the South. You feel me? They got a lot of Southern ways and shit, but I don't feel like it give you the same vibe that.
Alabama or Mississippi.
From, Sean? Where you from?
I'm originally from Philly, but I grew up in Texas.
Philly, okay, but nah, yeah, see, like, but when you in Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit of Louisiana, you know what I'm saying?
Man, but Louisiana a lot like.
People think cuz people got country accents that like that's country. I'm talking about like the ways of the people, like the culture, you know what I'm saying?
What about Tennessee?
Dirty South?
Shit. I love folk from Tennessee, from Memphis and all that, but you keep it a butt, you had me, I don't even.
I'm asking you.
I don't even too much even consider that the South, you feel me? But I let them boys pass, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, when I'm talking about the South, I'm talking about this whole little
Tennessee,
chunk of
dirty
shit
South,
right
sure.
down there, you feel me?
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about this shit.
That's where it get lit at.
Real shit.
Right, so you believe the Southeast is the real South. Georgia,
yeah, like the Southeast,
Mississippi,
like that's that
Alabama,
South.
Florida.
That's that dirty South. That's the people who macaroni still tastes good, you feel me? You know what I'm saying, bro? You go somewhere, they ain't talking about nothing, bro. That ain't the South.
So you think Houston is white, just more chill?
Yeah, I do feel like Houston, aside from Northwest, South, whatever, like Houston overall, like they definitely more chill. I like the people. I like the vibe. they crime different. You know what I'm saying? Like shit they own out here, they trying to rob and do this and do that out here. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. That ain't nothing.
Yeah. What was the reaction of just Jacksonville period when the Foolio situation happened? What was like the reaction of people, maybe not your friends per se, but just on Facebook and
if I keep it a buck, like to be honest, like I ain't gonna say that I had no bias, like I had an expectation for the date or whatever, but they definitely surprised me with their reaction. Like I feel like they gave me a different reaction that I felt like they probably wouldn't have gave if it was somebody else. Like I feel like I grew up watching niggas die since I was 14 at a pretty constant rate. You know what I'm saying? Like there's never been a year where one or two niggas that I was acquainted with didn't die. You feel me? I'm not saying like my friends, like these niggas you see around, we tied in, like this the game, you feel me? That's one thing, but I'm talking about like as far as like little buddy you went to high school with, such and such cousin, you know what I'm saying? Like people who you done been kind of affiliated with type shit, they gonna pass like pretty much at a constant rate, like through your whole upbringing, I feel like.
Yeah,
and
I ain't gonna lie.
When bruh died, I just feel like I got less of that neutral vibe from everybody. Like people kind of either they fuck with bruh or they neutral. That's usually how it be out here. Like they either fuck with a nigga hard, like you ain't gonna talk about cuz I fuck with him, or they just gonna be neutral type shit. But it seemed like a lot of people who barely fuck with that man, or you would think weren't really too much affiliated with him, like they all kind of like advocating for his easy rest. And that's one thing I disagree with, because I feel like for a nigga to be so outspoken and always have something to say, like it should be expected that when them type of people pass, that nobody gives them a pass. You feel me? So I wouldn't be bit up. I wouldn't be tore up. Like if I passed away, God
I be telling
forbid,
y'all niggas GMK
like,
smart as
going
hell.
or whatever,
Y'all
like shit.
Y'all don't be
That's just
me.
what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Listen to how
I
you
don't feel
talk.
like people would be advocating and doing all that extra shit to make sure that
He's
people
smart
weren't talking on me or nothing. But you know what? I think it's just kind of like one of them things. Like when the team go to the Super Bowl, you thought your team was finna win, they had get wiped out. You go to making every excuse for, you know what I'm saying, what happened and this and that, when honestly they just failed. That's just what it is.
Facts.
Do you think Foolio had beef in Tampa?
Nah.
You don't think so? I mean, you feel like the only hate came from in Florida was from Jacksonville?
I'm sure people hated him almost everywhere he stepped foot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is. But I don't feel like he necessarily had a hardcore beef or nothing in Tampa. Like, it's going to be haters everywhere, you know what I'm saying? But to say the word beef, that's not a word that I use lightly.
He talked like he been on Earth a lot longer than he has for sure.
You released a song after that. You released two songs, I think.
Funny as
you
hell,
released you released 2 records.
That's why I say I released Javante Davis and Big Shark.
Yeah, Big Shark. I mean, you weren't really disrespectful in them records.
Yeah.
You didn't really. I mean, people when people saw you were about to drop, I thought people expected you to go harder and be super disrespectful, but you really weren't. You would the song Big Shark tough record, but you weren't really you didn't really shoot jabs or anything like that.
Yeah, like I said, bro, like I'm big on energy, bro, and I'm big on like at the end of the day, you gotta think rather that's how people speculate it. You feel me? They perception, but rather that's a biggest op or whatever. At the end of the day, that's what he was. You know what I'm saying? Nigga done. So he done. What is it more to talk about? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like me going on and what I'ma carry another nigga legacy on for. I want niggas to be dead and forgot about. I don't want nobody talking about them and wearing t-shirts and making chains. I want none of that. I want to be like nigga wasn't never around. You feel me? That's how I feel. I ain't carrying on nobody's legacy and giving nobody nothing to, you know what I'm saying, nothing to bite on. Like shit. I ain't even in the studio thinking about a nigga for real, bro. I'm smoking weed, drinking and vibing. I'm out here living my shit. You feel me?
Yeah. How do you feel about the Florida rap scene now?
I feel like the Florida rap scene, bro, I ain't gonna lie, in the past year or so, like, people saying a lot of shit with this rap shit falling off and shit, but I feel like, honestly, I feel like it's just changing. You know what I'm saying?
Changing
I feel
for
like
sure.
people going and looking for stuff that ain't there no more. Like that,
bro.
what they looking for, that's not gonna exist no more. But
Our
that's how the
shit
world
changing
works.
for
It
sure.
ain't never gonna be not no rap. You know what I'm saying? All it's gonna do is develop into some more shit. Like people just gotta get with the program. That's all it is. I feel like Florida rap coming up. You got a lot of raw niggas coming into the situation. Like rather you talking about new niggas or people who already kind of got them brands and they building that too. But I don't feel like Florida's slowing up. I feel like we got a lot of new artists coming out and they getting recognition from
Our shit changing.
mainstream big people who all in the, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
I feel like people being biased and they purposely saying, oh, these new artists ain't talking about nothing because they looking at these new artists trying to see their favorite rapper in that person. And it's not him.
Yeah.
This a whole new nigga. You feel me?
What do you believe happens after death?
After death?
Yeah, what do you think happens?
Shit, well,
do you feel like reincarnation is real?
I'm Muslim, Sean. I don't believe in reincarnation. I don't believe in none of that. I believe that when we all die, we sit in our grave and we wait with the rest of the people who dead. Everybody in their grave, we post it until the day of standing. Yama Kiyama, you feel me? We sit there and then we stand and we wait in our line and we all go before God. And that's when we testify to everything that we did, said, thought. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff, like, it's real deep and it's spiritual, but to me, it just made sense. You feel me? Like, I also believe, like, in Islam, this just something I want to put in your interview, matter of fact, just for food for people thought. Like, in Islam, if you're a believer, like, you believe in God, you're not never going to hell for the rest of ever. You know what I'm saying? For eternity, that don't make no sense. Like, you go and you do your time for whatever I don't want to say crimes, but whatever your sins was, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? You pay for them and then you still got your spot. Like, this shit eternal, so I don't feel like nobody except real fucked up people just deserve, like, the whole rest of their eternity, like, burning, you feel me? That's why I feel like this shit makes sense. But, nah, I don't believe in no reincarnation, nothing like that.
So you feel like when it's done, it's done?
Yeah, I mean, as far as your earthly presence, like when it's done, you're not coming back to this earth. You're not getting no second chance on this earth to come and politic with motherfuckers and shit. You're not finna be no butterfly, no eagle. You feel me? Ain't none of that. You finna you might as well. I don't know why people scared to die anyway. You might as well die. That's one of the best things you could do, man. If you good with the Lord, you good with God, you good with Allah, you feel me?
Lying is
die,
crazy.
You gonna be in a better position.
Come back
than
as
you
a
was
lion
yesterday.
is insane.
Foolio's account is still active. I mean,
and they fucking up a nigga face. That's all they doing.
I think for like the last 2 weeks,
He's back again.
He's been
He
putting
back
out.
on it again.
The account's been putting
This
out.
nigga Sean
demigod references and
man, they ain't doing no demigod references trying to keep that man name alive. They doing that type of shit to keep traction on the page because every time he comment demigod somewhere, it gets seeded and it get promoted and you know what I'm saying? They keep the traction on the page for the page can still be worth whatever it's worth when they trying to sell it to all these promo people and shit. Which at the same time, if that man mama approved that, but it's social media, it ain't deep, so it ain't nothing wrong with that necessarily. But if this shit just had solely on the benefit of somebody else, like shit, it just show you like the people who was around you, they ain't have your best interest no way. They doing shit like that when you die, you feel me?
Ever since the situation happened, I mean, not even just
they definitely fucking up his face.
Not even just officials, not even just the government or the feds or whoever. It seems like the whole world is watching y'all. You know, from Youngin A's to yourself to Spinner Benz, the whole crew. It seems like the whole world is watching y'all right now. Do you kind of feel that pressure, or should I say,
to block his page.
do you feel like you have a time limit to take advantage of because people you have so many eyeballs on you right now?
You're scary, yeah.
You saying like to capitalize?
Yeah.
I mean, shit, like if we keeping it 1,000, Sean, like this business, you know what I'm saying? So when you in the music business and shit, like somebody like you who I don't know if you would consider yourself in it, but you definitely at least working closely with it, you feel me? Well, I mean, you know what? You one of the big names in the music business, so we can say you in it, you feel me? So when you looking at shit like people, everything gonna be something to capitalize, whether it wasn't a nigga dying or not, but me being a real nigga is why I look at it and I say, okay, well, it's limits to capitalizing off this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference between me dropping when they want me to drop. That's capitalizing off this shit too, but me dissing, that's capitalizing off it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's directly making it about this. I just feel like, personally, like, it ain't no limit to this shit because as you've been seeing, you've been tapped in with me for a while, like, a nigga been having motion, been, you know what I'm saying, been hitting millions of views, been getting features with big mainstream artists, been tapped in with different people. So I ain't feel like it was nothing that I needed like that to like, as far as like it's gonna make or break a nigga career, but business wise and shit, like shit, why not drop? If everybody looking right now, you ain't gotta drop no diss, but you might as well drop, let people know like, okay, this how I'm finna come. And it was better for me because I was already chilling, playing the back as far as this rap shit. Like I already was vibing for a while, so I've been thinking like, okay, let me go to shooting, like making new type of music, shooting the videos how I want, this and that. Cause you know I just got re-independent from that last distro deal I was telling you. So shit, it's really like I said, divine intervention. Like it all happened right at the same time, at the right time. So I feel like if anything, that just helped. That was more so like a little push or whatever. People got their eyes on it, but I try my best, like I said, not to do no low vibration ass shit and like directly capitalize off it in a way like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
As far as this and shit.
Yeah. What do you feel like you got to do to get over that hump? Because I mean, you're a rapper that you have a pretty good fan base. You have you get the viewership. I mean, you've gotten millions of views before. But what do you feel like you have to do to get over that hump? I mean, we all know this level motion to where you can have, I mean, even Foolio and Young and Ace, they were putting up 10, 20, 30 millions of views, but it's still, if you want to get to, you want to get to that consistent performing at arenas, consistent getting show bookings, bringing in hundreds of thousands of dollars. What do you feel like you have to do to take it to that next level?
I mean, I do feel like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've been watching me this whole time or not, but like, you could really go and before this year, you could damn near count on your fingers and toes how many songs I had dropped in my whole career. You feel me?
Maybe like 15.
Yeah, so I feel like one of my biggest things is just gonna be like being like keeping that consistency. You know what I'm saying? Like keep pushing and allow people to really view me as like they rapper, like they favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a nigga name been big and this and that, but I'm so stagnant with the rap shit. Like I rap hard.
What you mean?
Everybody was like, "What's up, Slim? What's up, Slim? Come back rapping hard. People tap back in, chill, do some other shit." I feel like if a nigga really want to be a rapper, really take off with that shit, like I just gotta lock in and really like be consistent rapping wise. You feel me? That's all it is for real, and I feel like that's how a nigga name come up in them debates about like, oh, who better and who bigger and this and that, but.
Bro, that's why I said really, that. Like, that's exactly why I said that.
Like that, I don't feel like people even think to like bring a nigga up like as like, you feel me, just a real deal rapper.
Yeah. What do you have planned for the next? You're independent now. I mean, all eyes are on y'all right now. What's in the works? What do you have planned?
I mean, well, I ain't even said this. I ain't made no post about it. I ain't made no announcement about it or nothing. But as you see, I've been back on like the shit I really came out with. You know what I'm saying? That hardcore shit, that street shit. Really, I call it what I call that motherfucker the other day.
I wasn't on the screen.
Damn. I think about it, but I basically it's just music. It's just music for the trenches. Like it's just real trench shit. Like I feel like I'ma keep dropping how I'm dropping. They fucking with this shit. They eating it up. Like anybody who ain't knew me from when I first came, like they just getting introduced to this sound again, and I'm really re-tapping in with myself. But I got a little project I'm working on the way. It's gonna be called Align with Slime. You feel me? So I'm really getting that all together, wrapping up on that, and I'm finna be pushing that out to y'all soon.
Yeah. Do you do drugs or are you sober?
Do I do drugs? Yeah, I be doing drugs like that, but I don't do drugs how I did the first time that we had an interview. You feel me? I'm more
What
so chilling.
and we're not just talking about just weed, right?
Nah, I mean shit like I fuck with like some perks or some shit like that, but for the most part, yeah, I just smoke weed. I ain't really too big on drinking shit like that. I mean tobacco, you know what I'm saying, like cigarettes and shit like that. But other than that, I ain't really like I ain't you know what I'm saying. But I ain't never
Cigarettes.
been no hardcore just crazy drug user like that. No way.
Yeah, the perks got people in the chokehold right now.
Yeah, but they be fucked up. They be popping
I played
all these
Friday
perks and
13th a
perk
long
30
time
this and
ago.
that. Like, nah, one perk
bro.
gonna have that's gonna do what it need to do.
So you're not one of them people that I mean, are you one of them people that has to at least do one a day just to feel right?
Oh hell no,
Bro.
hell no.
So you can shake it. You know how to shake it.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm pretty much like that. Like
I was like 16.
I don't know where I learned that from.
think.
Like I don't know if it's from being locked up or what, but
It's 2022.
for the most part, I don't really get like hooked up on shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of one of them people who I could smoke cigarettes every day this month just cause that's what I'm doing right
For
now,
real?
and I
Who's
can
my
wake
first
up next
subscriber?
month and say, oh nah, I don't want to do this no more, and I could just stop. Real shit. I know a lot of people probably be saying shit like that, but real shit, like I could just stop real shit.
So last interview you was on perks real bad.
Nah, I never been on perks real bad. You feel me? But last interview, I would say that I was on perks. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like now, like I always keep certain shit for whenever I like to. You know what I'm saying? Like dabble with whatever I want to dabble with. But as far as like being on perks, like nah. Last time we talked would have been a time period where I probably
It's a clip where one of my first subscribers came.
Shit like that, you feel me? But I still may not take them every day at that time.
Yeah.
Right now though, I'm on some shit like shit. Nigga, lucky if I pop one perk every
you need
week,
to subscribe. You should have been subscribed for that long. You just not.
Cause that's like perks are like the leading cause of like death right now. It's a lot of fake perks out there.
I feel like faulty perks, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people get introduced to that type of shit and they never really had no background in drugs and shit like that to know the difference between real and fake. Like that's what I
get 5 subs.
Like before I was rapping and shit, I can't duck in the trap in this shit. So I seen this shit. You feel me? Like I can look at the perk. I don't need to do all whipping my flashlight out, doing all that shit. I ain't got to do that. I look at the perk, tell you if it's real, if it's fake. You feel me?
How can you tell if it's fake?
I mean, shit, typically a fake perk is like the production is like a little cheaper. You could tell like you might touch it. You got the white dust on your fingers and stuff. Just stuff that like any pill that's coming from a pharmaceutical company probably shouldn't have. Like you should switch your pill around in the light and kind of see it shimmer a little bit because it got that gloss on it from the anti-moisture shit that they dip it in. You know what I'm saying? That's why you leave all the pills in the bottle. They don't go to breaking up, doing too much. But press shit, like, it's always fucking up. It's always breaking off and you drop it or shake the bottle, them bitches cracking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just obvious, I feel like.
Facts.
It may not be obvious for everybody, but for me, I could.
Well, it ain't obvious for me, but I'm saying facts like that.
Before we get out of
real
here, man,
shit
what do you have to tell the fans?
We fuck it up for real.
There's so many things that the fans want to know. So many misconceptions. There's so many assumptions.
Nigga said
what
chalk
do you have
pills.
to tell the fans?
Chalk pills is crazy.
Yeah, what do you have to tell
fake
the fans
pills
right that's listening?
I mean, should I tell you fans anything, man? Look, man, we ain't clearing up no misconceptions. We don't give a fuck about no opportunities. Give a fuck about none of that. Y'all do what y'all do, believe what y'all want. One thing about this shit though, all this shit back. This NAGATK shit, this shit back, this shit swinging. It ain't shit running without us. It ain't shit moving without us. Y'all niggas done fucked up. Nigga done chill, let niggas breathe and have they air and shit. Now we on everybody neck. That's just what it is. You gonna get down, you gonna lay down. That goes to the fans and that goes to these niggas out here.
Yeah, and there's so many kids who look up to y'all. You know, I have a basketball team. They listen to all y'all music. They know what's going on.
To the kids, I just tell them, man, y'all just believe, bro. This shit real. You feel me? People gonna shit on your shit. They gonna tell you can't do what you do. You can't do whatever. We can do all this shit. We really doing this shit. Cause I ain't got no diploma, none of that shit. I graduated 18 in somebody little juvenile prison. You feel me? I got a GED, cuz this shit. There's over 100 in jury on bullshit, cuz.
Do you feel like you're a positive role model?
I do feel like I'm a positive role model. You feel me? All my actions not gonna be positive. I'm human, but anybody who ever spoke to me know like it's all up here. It's all in there. You feel me? So if you want guidance, advice, and some shit, I don't feel like I'd be a bad person to emulate.
I can end the video right there. Look at rabbit eyes. Look at rabbit eye. As a kid, I ain't had nothing. I grew hate for the kids who had some. Scrape from the bottom with a bird fiend, clutching my Glock next to the